Welcome all. In this video, we are going to learn standard representations or specific formats for Boolean functions. There are two specific formats used for representing Boolean expressions. First one is sum of products or SOP. Here, the AND terms or the product terms are or together in a single OR gate, or you can say multiple AND terms. The output of multiple AND terms are combined in a single OR gate to produce the final result. So we can see that here it is ABC plus BC bar plus AC. These three terms are the product terms which are all together in a single OR gate. Now, this expression will not be called as SOP expression because an SOP expression cannot have more than one variable combined in a term with an inversion bar. Here you can see two variables are combined in a term with an inversion bar. So first you have to apply De Morgan's theorem to break it and then convert it into SOP expression. The second expression is product of sums. In short notation, POS. Here, multiple OR gates, the output of multiple OR gates are combined with a single AND gate to output the final result. Now, fundamental product terms, standard product terms, canonical product terms, or you can say min terms. Min terms, they are the AND terms or product terms which contain all n variables of a Boolean function and they possess a value 1 for only one combination. Next is fundamental, standard, canonical, sum terms, or you can say max terms. Max terms are the sum terms which contain all n variables of a Boolean function. Now consider a case of two input variables, say A and B. Now when there are two input variables, there will be four combinations 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So there will be four min terms and four max terms. 2 raised to the power n. N variables, then min terms will be 2 raised to the power n. This is the index, which is the decimal code of the corresponding binary combination. This binary combination is equivalent to decimal 0. This binary combination is equivalent to decimal 1. This binary combination is equivalent to decimal 2. This binary combination is equivalent to decimal 3. So its index will be 3. Now these are the min terms. They are the product terms which contain all the variables. Since there are two variables, we can see all the variables are present in each min term. All the variables are present in each max term. So now min terms are denoted by small letter m with a subscript or suffix. This suffix, they are designated by subscript. Now this suffix denotes the decimal code of this corresponding binary combination. If index is 0, suffix used here is 0. If index is 1, suffix used here is 1. We can see it. Now max terms are denoted by capital M and they are again designated by suffix, which are nothing but the decimal equivalents of the corresponding binary pattern. As these are the product terms, now min term, any min term will be equal to 1 only when this product term is equal to 1. We know that the output of AND gate is 1 when all its inputs are 1. So this min term will be equal to 1 when, or this min term will output 1 when A bar, B bar is equal to 0, or you can say, sorry, A bar is 1, B bar is 1, 1 dot 1 is 1. So A bar, B bar both should be 1. That's why A should be 0 and B should be 0. Now this M1 minterm will be equal to 1 only when A bar B is equal to 1, or we can say A bar is equal to 1, B is equal to 1, 1 dot 1 is equal to 1. So if A bar is equal to 1, A should be equal to 0, B should be equal to 1. Similarly, max terms are the sum terms. Now we know that in an OR gate, output is 0 when all the inputs are 0. Output is 0 only when all the inputs are 0. So M0 is equal to A plus B. So this max term will be equal to 0 when all its inputs are 0. That is A is 0, B is 0. M1, when all its inputs are 0, A should be 0, B bar should be equal to 0, so that A should be equal to 0 and B should be equal to 1. Similarly, A bar plus B is equal to M2, then A bar should be equal to 0, B should be equal to 0, so that A should be equal to 1, B should be equal to 0. So now we come to canonical SOP expression, or we can say sum of minterms. It is the expression which is written in SOP format and where each minterm or product term contains all the variables of the logic function. So we can see in this expression there are 3 terms and each product term contains all the 3 variables. It is a variable for, it is a logic function y is the output for 3 variables, and in all the terms, product terms, every variable is present. So it is called as canonical, fundamental, standard SOP expression. Now, how can we convert this canonical SOP expression into truth table? Now, for that, we need to examine each product term and determine when it will be equal to 1, and where that product term will be equal to 1, this OR gate will output 1, because we know that when any of the input of OR gate is 1, the output is 1. So we can see it. First we examine the first product term A dot B dot C. Now this product term will be equal to 1 only for one combination. Each minterm possesses a value 1 only for one combination. That is, when this AND term will be equal to 1, when A dot B dot C, we want it to be equal to 1, so all the inputs should be 1, so A should be 1, B should be 1, C should be 1. So for this row, last row, which corresponds to decimal code 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this product term is 1 only for one combination, for one row, that is this last row. Okay, now we will examine this product term, and this product term A, B bar, C is 1 when A is 1, B bar is 1, C is 1. So that when A is 1, B is 0, C is 1. When A is 1, B is 0, C is 1, this corresponds to 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth row or fifth decimal code. So here we can see for this row, this product term will be equal to 1. Now we will examine the third product term, A bar dot B dot C bars. This will be equal to 1 when A bar is equal to 1, B is equal to 1 and C bar is equal to 1. So that when A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1 and C is equal to 0. So we can say that when A is 0, B is 1 and C is 0, the output is 1 for this third product term. Now when these product terms are OR together, the OR gate will output a 1 for each of these product terms. So we can say that we will get one output for 3 rows for the 0, 1, 2 second row, then third, fourth, fifth row, and then seventh row. So we will get 1 for 3 rows. So we can write this canonical SOP expression in shorthand notation using min-terms notation. So you can write this, this corresponds to min-term M2, this corresponds to min-term M5, and this corresponds to min-term M7. So we can write that y, which is a function of 3 input variables, it is equal to M2 plus M5 plus M7, or we can write it as summation sum sign M 2, 5, 7. These are the alternative ways to write an SOP expression. Now we need to go to the second slide. Just wait. Okay, so we've done it. Okay, now how to obtain canonical SOP? Suppose if we are having a non-standard expression which contains non-standard product terms, how can we convert it into canonical SOP? So the method is, we will multiply the variable, we will multiply each term which is non-standard product term, we will multiply that non-standard product term by sum of missing variable and its complement, and we will repeat this step until all the product terms, the resulting product terms, are canonical, fundamental or standard. So here you can see A, we can see that there are 2 missing variables in this first product term. So we can multiply it with both the missing variables, both the sum of missing variable and its complement B plus B bar. Again we will multiply it by sum of another missing variable and its complement. Now we know that B plus B bar is equal to 1, C plus C bar is equal to 1. So it will not make any difference in the expression. We will get equivalent expression. We can write it as A dot 1 dot 1, and we can replace that 1 by B plus B bar and another 1 by C plus C bar. So these two expressions will remain equivalent, and to prove that we can use truth table to prove this equivalence. Now another second term, we can see there is only one variable missing, so B, C, we will multiply this non-standard, this is also non-standard product term, so we will multiply it by the missing variable and by the sum of missing variable and its complement. Now if we want to convert a non-standard SOP expression into truth table, so this is a non-standard SOP expression because here the second term is non-standard. This term has a missing variable C, which can be either in complemented or uncomplemented form. So we can convert it in the same way we can convert it into canonical form. Multiply A B bar by C plus C bar, and you will get these 4 terms. You will get output to be equal to 1 for 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here you can see this is a non-standard product. So this will output 1 for 2 rows. First, when A is 1, B bar is 1, and C is 0 or 1. Or we can say when A is 1, B is 0, and C is 0 or 1. So for both these rows, which are designated as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 and 5, for both the rows 4 and 5, the output will be 1 for this min term, and A, B, C will be equal to 1 when all the variables are 1, the output is 1. So we can write it as summation m 2, 4, 5, 7. So now we have converted it into canonical SOP expression. Thanks for patient hearing, and if you really enjoy my videos, then I may ask you to subscribe my channel and to like my videos, to encourage me, to motivate me, so that I can make more such videos for your benefit. Thank you so much.